extended idea of what you wanted to.
I don't. I'll need to pull that up.
I have it pulled up. I think
pulled up already. Okay, cool.
I think so. I might not. Yeah, I have one article. I have the KY3 article pulled up,
and I have the screenshot of the sheriff's department posting about it. What county was that? Okay, I also have a couple.
Yeah.
This is totally unrelated, but I just wanted to say that I'm looking at a headline here that says the FDA approves mixing COVID vaccines and backs Moderna and Johnson & Johnson boosters.
Groovy.
So that's exciting. And also, I wanted to mention, before we get into this, that it's been 44 years since the music died. When the greatest American rock band of all time died in a plane crash. Rest in peace, Ronnie Van Zant. Yeah, so that's the anniversary today. I mean, Skinner.
Yeah.
They're like the best.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know how you feel about Skinner.
All right.
Do you want me to read this to you, or?
Yeah, you should read the article. I feel like, honestly, that Skinner would appreciate this article that you're about to read.
I'll drink to that. Fuck yeah. Okay. This happened recently. I'm going to say 2 or 3 days ago. October, I think it happened on the 18th, October the 18th, 2021. And this came from Ozark County. And this is from KY3. This is a hilarious news article we found. Theodosia, Missouri. An Ozark County deputy arrested a man after an unusual foot chase. Deputies pulled over Noel Cole, wanted for... Yeah, of course his name rhymes.
And they busted him out like that, too.
Deputies pulled over Noel Cole, wanted for several felony warrants out of Douglas County on Saturday. Okay, so Saturday. When was Saturday?
That was the 16th.
That was yeah, you're right. That was the 16th. Wow, you're on top of your dates. Investigators say that Cole attempted to get away from the deputy during questioning. So I'm imagining, okay, so they pulled him over. They had several felony warrants. I assume they either the vehicle he was in somehow connected to him, or they pulled him over for some other reason and then connected him to the warrants. And then during questioning, so like I've been questioned by the police, and usually they would like pull me out and put me in handcuffs and detain me. So was he in handcuffs? I mean, he had to be in his car, right? Because of what happens next.
Well, he got out of his car. At the very least, he was...
When he made a break for it.
The door was open.
Okay. When he ran, I wonder what was going on.
So, ran in the vehicle or ran on foot?
When he ran on
twice.
foot.
So that was after the car chase.
Okay, so I'm getting ahead of everything. Okay, I'll keep reading. Yeah, so he attempted to get away from the deputy during questioning. The deputy used his taser, however. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Emphasis was incorrect. The deputy used his taser. However, the vehicle door pulled the cords free from him. Okay. Investigators say that while the deputy chased Cole, he noticed something suspicious in his hand. The deputy arrested him, realizing Cole was holding a Marie Callender chocolate cream pie. I want us to just sit with that for a minute. Investigators say the pie is safe with his belongings for his release. Okay. And then, Skylar, can you read the post that they made about it?
I will pull up the Ozark County Sheriff's Department post, yes.
Okay.
Oh, God. Okay.
I have it pulled up if you want it.
I've got it.
Okay.
The Ozark County Sheriff's Police Department on Facebook, which I was recently told is only for old people, made a public post on October 16th at 2:42 p.m. It says, early this afternoon, Noel Cole was pulled over for a traffic violation in Theodosia, Mr. Cole has an active felony warrant out of Douglas County. When Deputy Miller made contact, Mr. Cole attempted to flee. Deputy Miller deployed his taser and made full contact. However, the vehicle door pulled the cords free. The subject was pursed. I think they said pursed, but I think they meant pursued. Okay, excuse me. The subject was pursued to Locust Road, where he tried evading Deputy Miller and an officer of the Missouri Department of Conservation. Also, what was that guy doing out there? He was probably just like doing his job, tending to the trails, and then like some dude comes careening through in a Jeep Cherokee.
They just like to feel involved.
The subject fled on foot with something in his hand that Deputy Miller could not identify at the time. Mr. Cole was quickly apprehended by Deputy Miller, at which time he discovered that the item Mr. Cole had in his possession was ... a Marie Callender's chocolate cream pie. This pie appears to be extremely important to Mr. Cole, so it has been placed with his personal belongings and will be kept as safe as possible for him until his release. He's currently being held in the Ozark County Jail. All subjects should be presumed innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, which I love that they just put that at the end. Hashtag best pie ever.
Amazing.
They put the hashtag best pie, all caps, ever.
So is that the end?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to get this out of the way first. There may be some mental health stuff going on here, and I think I feel bad for this person overall, but this is some funny shit, right? So, okay. So first of all, here's my thing. Okay. Well, oh my God. My brain is going nuts. I don't know what to talk about first. So I'm just trying to get the dynamics of this right. So he's in his car. The pie, I assume, is next to him. Or within like reaching distance.
It had to be in the passenger seat, right?
I would
Unless
think
he was
so.
Driving with it in his lap,
which he easily could have been. It seems to have been very, very important to him. So, he's being questioned by the police, and for a second, I thought that. So I'm imagining. So they pull him over. He's sitting in his car, and I thought maybe because sometimes they'll go, like when they leave to go check your information, that's the ideal time. If you're gonna do it, you got to do it then, because there's like the greatest amount of distance that you'll have between yourself and the police at that moment. But he didn't do that. It sounds like he started to get out, and then but the cop was within tasing distance.
Yeah,
and he made full contact, but then the door separated. So what? He shot him like through the window, and then the guy opened the door, and that applied pressure to the cables or something?
I was thinking the door was open, and when the deputy saw that he was going to make an attempt to run, he shot him with the taser. And then either as he's pulling off, or maybe he like pulled the door closed because he had his hand on it, and that like disconnected the cables from the taser.
I see. So I thought he ran off on foot. Is that not correct?
No, he ran off in his Jeep first. So he got stopped in his Jeep for a traffic
I see.
violation.
So yeah, he would have had to have closed the door, which disconnected the cables,
Yeah.
and then drove off. And then and then he what happens?
So he drives down some country roads.
Locust.
I looked into this a little bit more after we talked about it, but he drives down some like country road, and then there's presumably some sort of like park or nature preserve, or something like that, and he pulls the Jeep over while he's being pursued by the deputy, and gets out of the Jeep and starts running into the woods up some kind of trail, which is where the conservation department agent gets involved. So that's when the foot chase ensued.
I see. And wow, so he took a pie with him all that way. And in our original conversation about this, I was trying very hard to be charitable to why this man took a pie with him. I myself have never run from the police, but I have known people who have. And I don't know that any of them would have taken a pie. Although I can kind of see the logic of, I'm fucked. I might be out in the woods with nothing to eat for days, and this is the only food I have. And so, like, that's a reason I came up with.
If he's really trying to get away. Now, my thought was, when we first talked about it, was maybe there was something in the pie. Or maybe it wasn't a pie at all.
Yeah. You would assume they would have checked that.
Well, you would assume they would have checked that. And I mean, based on what they said...
Sounds like it's just a pie.
It sounds like it's just a pie. So, I was thinking about this last night and the night before, because I'm spending a lot of time thinking about this.
Well, as one would. I think that's totally reasonable.
And one of the theories that I had come up with, and this is wild, but I was trying to put myself in Noel Cole's position.
Yeah, me too.
If I was like in trouble with like my girlfriend or like a loved one or something, and like I knew that this pie was something that was going to be like a stepping stone to like fixing whatever shit I had done.
It represents your entire future with this person.
Yeah.
So of course you're going to take it with you.
I'm going to be bringing that pie to somebody, and that's going to be like a thing. Maybe it's his mom. Who knows? I mean, maybe his mom's birthday was October 16th, and he knows he's got to get that pie to his mom because...
But you're saying that you think that he has like some abstracted, like he's placed some like significance onto this pie that has nothing to do with even him specifically.
Right.
Yeah.
And so if I was in that position, even if I'm running from the cops, like I mean, the guy's got felony warrants out, so he's no stranger to, you know, dealing with or being a criminal or dealing with law enforcement, I would imagine. And maybe he's gotten away with it before. Maybe he's run and gotten away, and he's like...
We've known people that have run from the police and succeeded to tell the tale.
Yeah, so maybe he's like, this is like the most important thing. I have to get this pie to my mom or to my girlfriend or whatever.
Or my son who's in the hospital.
In the middle of the woods.
Well...
Oh, yeah. No, but, you know, I put myself in that position. I was thinking, like... If I was in that state, I probably would think in the heat of the moment, like if I had a chance to grab the things that were important to me at that time, I might grab the pie.
Yeah, it could even be as simple as, I think most people who engage in criminal activity for an extended period, and it's not something specific like drug related or like in like some kind of compulsion or something. But people who are just perpetual criminals have issues with things like impulse control or long-term thinking. So it could have even been as simple as he was just grabbing everything in arm's reach, everything he could grab. And it just turned out that the only thing that was within arm's reach is this fucking pie. So that's what he grabbed. I feel, based on the way that the story is written, that there is some more to it, because they make a statement like, the pie appears to be significant or appears to be important to Mr. Cole.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wonder what he, like, could you imagine if, okay, let's think about it from the cop's perspective for a second. He's chasing this guy down, and then you get the guy and you're pissed, right? Because of course, if you're a police officer, you're going to be pissed if somebody runs from you. But then all he keeps saying is, "Hey dude, watch the pie. Watch the pie. Don't forget the pie." And then later when you separate him from the pie, he just keeps asking about the pie. Okay. Felony. Got it. Run from the cops. Got it. Did you get the pie? Are you bringing the pie? And that's the first question he asks when they get to the station. What did you do with the pie? And they're like, there's got to be drugs in this pie, right? And so they get into it, but no, it's just a pie.
It's a chocolate pie.
And now they don't know what to do. They're like, do we go ask him about the pie? And the guy's like, fuck no, I'm not talking to that weirdo again. I don't know. Anyway, weird fucking story, right?
So, I gotta hand it to the Ozark County Sheriff's Department for doing the right thing here. You know,
yeah, they kept his pie.
they kept his pie. They put it with his personal belongings, and presumably, if he has felony warrants, he's gonna be looking at some jail time, and they're gonna keep that pie for him.
Yeah,
until his release, which
who knows? Because we didn't get a lot of info about it, but. Yeah, the thing is, if you run from the police, I would expect if I ran from the cops, I would just plan to get the shit kicked out of me, is what would happen, you know? I've heard other people, like, at one point I read a book from somebody that, like, they cited some kind of statistics about people who run and who gets beaten by cops, and the overwhelming number of cop beatings happen at the end of foot chases for a variety of reasons, by the way. It's not just because they're like mad and being retributive, but it's also because if you're the kind of person that's going to run from the police, you're also the kind of person that's going to fight on your way down to the ground and then every step of the way after that. So often you just get the shit beaten out of you. And I'm not a huge fan of cops, you know this about me, but I want to be like reasonable about this. Like, but if I ran from the police, I would just expect to get the shit beat out of me.
Well, I mean, the deputy showed an extraordinary amount of restraint, I'd say.
I would say so too. And you know what's great? I mean, all this is to say, I agree with you, Skylar. He did the right thing because even if he didn't like harm him or whatever, I feel like there would be a part of me, if I were in that man's position, that would be like, I'm not taking your fucking pie. Your fucking pie stays here in the forest.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it to the conservation guy. He seems like he's earned it.
I'm just pulling some stuff up here I wanted to share with you.
Please.
It looks like the 25.6 ounce frozen Marie Callender's chocolate satin cream pie goes for about $5.97 at most, $7. So I mean,
I bought as a I stand with Noel Cole and his pie opinions, and so when I went to the store earlier, I also bought some pie.
Did you?
I did.
Marie Callender's?
I don't think it's Marie Callender's, but it is pie, and it is more expensive than it should be. But
well,
I mean, Marie Callender's is good. I got to give that to him. He has good taste in pie, Mr. Noel Cole.
I want to just take a moment, real quick.
Hey, I bet we could interview him.
We probably could.
We gotta get to the bottom of this. Okay, stay tuned for our interview with Noel Cole. We're gonna find out what's at the bottom of this pie situation.
I wanted to take a moment and thank our sponsor, Marie Callender. The chocolate pie. Honestly, I've bought that same chocolate pie for my mom before, for a Mother's Day or her birthday.
It's good for really any occasion.
It really is.
Anytime you would celebrate with pie, make it a Marie Callender.
See if I can get this to go.
Marie Callender's believes a little dessert can make any old day a special occasion. So she makes her new mini cream pies with real cream filling and milk chocolate on a cookie crumb crust. Marie Callender's. It's time to savor.
It's time to savor.
I'm gonna go ahead and
That's amazing.
I'm gonna go ahead and replay that a little closer to the mic so you get it.
Marie Callender's believes a little dessert can make any old day a special occasion. So she makes her new mini cream pies with real cream filling and milk chocolate on a cookie crumb crust. Marie Callender's. It's time to savor.
And I think it was Noel Cole's special day.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, like, man, if there is like a mental health thing going on, I don't feel bad for making fun of it.
Well, we're not making light of it. I mean,
well, we are.
Yeah, I guess.
I think everybody. Okay. The real issue is I think people have the wrong perspective about, like, a thing can be both funny and sad, right? I can see the humor in something. That's
Those are
the
my
whole
favorite funny things.
Yeah, I mean
are
that's the
sad
whole
ones.
thing behind like dark comedy, right? You
Yeah.
can think something is humorous while also thinking it's awful. So I mean, if he were my friend or my family member, I would not be happy about this, but come on. We saw this guy got arrested, and the pie he had with him is a featured part of the story. That's interesting. That's weird.
I think this is really a testament to the human spirit. Really,
That we always try to find a pie in the darkness.
Yeah.
It's the chocolate crust at the end of the tunnel.
Also,
But I don't think that hole is going to get inside of him is going to be filled by cream filling.
not yet. Maybe.
Oh,
after
maybe if he
gets
goes to prison.
his chocolate cream pie is gonna be.
Named Kitty.
God. No, I wish the best for Noel Cole, and
Yeah, I hope he gets help. Maybe you're right. Maybe he got in an argument with his wife or something, and he was taking the pie as like an apology pie, an Apollo pie, if you will. And he maybe all this is good that it's in the news and everything, because then he can be later he'll be like, see, bitch. I was trying to bring you this fucking pie.
I think you missed it though. It's an apology.
An apology.
Yeah. Apollo pie just seems clunky.
I like Apollo pie.
All right, you can have that one.
An apology is like the generic Walmart brand Apollo pie. Apollo pie I think of with extra decorations and it's a little more high class. Which isn't necessarily good, but
So should we interview him? Is that
yeah. Oh, 100%.
Do you think we can call?
Well, it's difficult when you call a jail or a prison. We typically have to be called by the person. I think what would be better is if we kept tabs on him, and then when he gets released, maybe we can pursue that, because it's possible that he'll have to go before the judge and because they'll just charge him. And so, depending on, I don't know what he'll have to go before a judge. It could have happened already even. And then they'll do their thing. They'll make their, figure out their bail or whatever. And then they'll have to ship him to wherever the other felony is, and he'll have to address that. But there's a real chance that he could be out by the end of this week or next week, depending on what the details, because none of these counties are super big. Ozark County and Douglas County. I also don't know what the charges are, I guess. So, but it's possible that he could be out by the end of this week or next week. But
It'd be great to have him over here and have a pie prepared for him. It's here.
I would prefer that he be a call-in guest. I think.
Okay. That's fair.
We'll see. We'll see. I'd like to get in touch with him, and then maybe we'll see where it goes from there. And what would be the great thing about having him on is that this doesn't often happen. He would get to tell his side of the story, and there aren't very many people that will listen to this, but it's an opportunity that you don't always get. I speak from experience. You don't always get the chance to tell your side of things whenever shit like that happens with the police. So
We're going to have to look at public records, though, because I guarantee you the news cycle is not going to follow up with
No, they're gonna forget all about Noel Cole when his when his pie
thaws.
expires. So will his time in the sun. As his pie thaws, so does his reputation. As will all of ours someday. As we sit upon this rock, hurtling through the dark nothingness in the universe.
It's always too hot or too cold.
Just going around in circles. We're a circle on top of a circle inside of a circle, going around in a loop.
Time is a flat circle.
I'll drink to that. Okay, do we have anything left to say about Noel Cole, or are we done with this?
I think we're done with this.
Okay. All right, well, short and sweet. Just the way I like it, and just the way I like my pies.